Thanks for having me. My company we published a blog article, and we actually have an article coming out in Fast Company on Wednesday about its use in development. And specifically the use cases that we've called out are, I'll post a link to the blog post that we made, test generation, basically. It's a software testing infrastructure. So, we host mobile devices that if you have a whole bunch of mobile apps that you need to get tested all at once, then you can run tests in parallel on mobile phones and stuff like that. And this is really hard work. It's really difficult to do. And my space in particular is integrations in business development, biz dev. What I have to do a lot is a company will reach out to me and say, we want to integrate with your product. And I say, great, good luck. Here's the API documentation. Let me know when you find anything. And then 6 months later, they come back and they say, we need to tweak this thing, or we need to add one more thing. With ChatGPT, I can say, give me an example of an integration in Java using JUnit that integrates between this REST API and this REST API based on these two contracts. Or I can say, generate me this Java class that does all that, then write me unit tests for that. And it will 80% masterful job. I don't really know how to quantify it in hours. I've definitely been able to say, just take it through the whole thing. I say, I need a functional test case written that uses Selenium and Cucumber in Java to test against this website, and it's a public website, so we can put everything together. And then I say, I need a page object model, which is just sort of one more abstraction. And then I say, I need a Docker container that will bundle all this stuff up together. Now, each of those steps is saving me at least an hour, I would say. If I could have it do all of that and say, all right, now I need to connect these two things, just like you did last time, if I were able to maintain session state with ChatGPT, I think it would be, it would save me like weeks in some cases.
Marcus, talk about the quality of the output. Is the unit test good? And do you trust the quality?
It's happy path. In general, it'll give you decent coverage, not full coverage, decent coverage on reasonable test cases. It won't give you edge cases or negative test cases until you ask it to. So I would say I'm at the point where I'm 80% confident that it will give me working code that I will have to look at and in some cases edit and change. But I'm actually kind of fairly simple use cases. I'm kind of losing that need to really go through and verify, because I can even say, give me a test data set that will reuse this code 15 times with different kinds of data, and it will just give me a CSV file that just has it all in there. And it's extraordinary. So I don't trust it fully. I'm a QA guy 25 years, so I don't trust anything fully. It's shockingly good in that regard. And I think the reason it can be that good is because when you're talking about testing, it's a little bit more of a closed universe. You're not saying, develop me this brand new thing that's never existed before. I don't need novel code. You're saying, here are all the things in the world that I need connected together and verified. And all those things exist, and they're very well defined. So it's working within a closed universe. And I think that's the reason I'm able to do it. It's able to do it almost perfectly. If you go to YouTube and search for ChatGPT and testing or Selenium, there's a whole category of testers out there who think that this thing is about to replace their job. I don't think it's true, because I think that the value of testing is still in the human domain. But I do think that there have been 20, 30 companies out there sucking all the venture capital out of the room in terms of trying to help generate test cases. And this kicks the crap out of every single one of them. I no longer think I need to even pay attention to the rest of them.